Hey VC, TC here. No albums, no music this time, but music lovers are the subject. This is my entry to the flip side with JC's 1,000 subscribers contest. JC has asked us all to give some shout outs to other channels we watch, and I thought that would be a lot of fun. I try to do that all the time anyway on my various videos. But for this contest, because I thought it needed it, I went through, I subscribed to close to 200 video VC channels and buyer and reseller channels all mixed up in my one account. And I found at least eight, but I found eight that I'm going to bring up to you now. These guys all have less than 200 subscribers, and they deserve a lot more. And being in the 100 subscriber mark myself, I figured they could use an extra shout out, and I really enjoy them. So I hope you'll check them out. I hope you'll subscribe to them and watch their stuff. There'll be links to all 8 of them in the notes below. And so I'm just going to start off not in any particular order. I just grabbed them and wrote them down because I think they all deserve it. And a couple of them are already well known. They just have changed something or whatever and haven't gotten their channels back up to where they should be. So starting off with an amazing heavy metal oriented channel that I can't believe more people don't subscribe to. His name is Weston Winkle. He specializes in extremely heavy metal, thrash, glam, a little bit of everything. He's a young guy, always entertaining. He has some really top-notch stuff. I just watched his Vinyl Tag 2021 this morning, found out about a whole bunch of bands I've never heard of that I'm going to have to check out. He only has a paltry 37 subscribers. All the subscriber numbers are as of Sunday afternoon, January 10th. 2021. Weston is great, and I think everybody should go over and check him out. Next up on the list is an old friend, Mike at Retrospin Vinyl. Everybody is still subscribed to his old channel, Mike Guitar Player 07, but he moved all of his vinyl stuff over to this new channel a couple months ago, and he's only at 71 subscribers right now. Mike is an incredibly knowledgeable guy for someone in his early 20s. He's got great knowledge about what he looks at. His tastes range all over the road like mine do. He loves current stuff. He loves pop, country, old school music, stuff like Perry Como. He and Steve at Value Vinyl have done stuff on the Tijuana Brass. Mike just has an amazingly eclectic taste, and I really enjoy watching his videos. So I suggest you go over there and boost his newer vinyl channel up from 71, Retrospin Vinyl. I really dig Lucy in Lo-Fi. I don't remember who tuned me into her. It might have been Chris Profi. It might have been one or two other people. But Lucy is great. She has 135 subscribers, and she is really funny and really in love with the vinyl community. She's definitely worth taking a chance on, and I get such a kick out of seeing her. Like, she did a recent opening from one of the kits she gets every month of these really beat up old records, but they're still new to her. And I loved watching that video. It was just terrific. So definitely check Lucy and Lo-Fi out. The lowest number of subscribers on this list belongs to JT Media. It's probably because JT doesn't do videos on a regular basis. He's been averaging one every other month or so lately. JT is the nephew of Glenn Kellaway from The Basement. He has a great deal of rock knowledge. He's a big fan of Led Zeppelin and the Beatles. He's very soft-spoken but very intense about what he likes, and I think he's worth checking out, even though he only has a few up there. He's definitely a lot of fun to check out and to see what he thinks. I personally, as someone who is almost 60 going on 25, I love hearing the opinions of the younger crowd in the vinyl community. And JT, still a teenager, I think he's 17. A lot of great stuff coming, and I think we're going to see more from him. George Allen LPs and CDs, I just found this gentleman a couple weeks ago. Again, thanks to another member of the VC. I love his stuff. He's another one that's all over the road with what he likes and what he doesn't like. I think he's the one that does his shows from his tornado cellar, which I also find really funny. His stuff is original. His commentary is very enjoyable, and I think everybody should listen to him. At last check, he had 123 subscribers, and I think that's going to jump up a long way too. Dark Side Vinyl. Jerry and I have had a couple of correspondences in the comments. I keep teasing him that he should have used Dark Side, the comic spelling, when he did his channel. But I entered his contest, he entered mine. We had a great deal of interaction that way. And he's another one that leans more toward rock, but he has a great deal of knowledge about that, and obviously enjoys what he listens to. He's very passionate about collecting, and you definitely should take a listen to his channel. Dark Side Vinyl has 122 subscribers. The king of these 8 is the 191 subscribers that belong to the inevitable Carson Tucker. Carson is 15. He is an audiophile. I mean, a real audiophile. He's got, you know, a whole list of his equipment and stuff on his website, on his YouTube channel notes every time. He's picky about what he listens to. He's picky about the different types of stuff. He is the world, possibly the vinyl community's #1 Rush fanatic. I've enjoyed getting to know Carson when he was in and out of the chats at Record Crate on Coffee and Vinyl and such. You know, he can be a bit of a prankster. He can be a bit of a smartass, but it's all part of his charm. Carson never fails to entertain me, never fails to crack me up, and is definitely worthy of more than 191 subscribers. So please check him out. Finally, I think that's everybody. Finally, there's Richard over at Calvin Wazoo. I can't believe Calvin Wazoo only has 105 subscribers, because I keep hearing about him from several other major channels that I watch. He's very entertaining, very jovial about what he presents, very fun and knowledgeable. Richard has a unique way of looking at things when he's talking about music, and I appreciate that. And I think that he definitely deserves more than the 105. He's running a contest right now as we speak for crossing 100, and you can go over and check that out too. And that's Calvin Wazoo. So in retrospect, you want to definitely subscribe and check out Weston Winkle, Retro Spin Vinyl, Lucy and Lo-Fi, JT Media, George Allen LPs and CDs, Dark Side Vinyl, Carson Tucker, and Calvin Wazoo. There's a ton of other ones I listen to all the time that are more than 200 subscribers. I'm a loyal fan of Two Hip Chicks, Record Crate. There's so many other ones. Chris Prophy, Musically Obsessed. Steve Carlson, who is like the dean, he's the professor of the vinyl community. He and Mazzy, Norman Maslov. Marikan Lehman, I'm sorry, Marikan, I forgot your married name. I'm so sorry. I didn't write it down. And so many others I listen to. But they're all doing really well and continuing to do well, and they always will. Steve at Value Vinyl, Beth at Red Rum Records, a few more I'm throwing in. Record Spinner, Dylan. But these 8 really need your help. So please go over, check them out. Let them know you heard about it from TKR Video Central and TC. And definitely, if you've got some shout-outs, enter Flipside with JC's contest so we can get more people into these people and pass out the word about other great vinyl community channels that not everybody knows about. Until next time, I'm TC. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.